right, rosette cakes. They look so gorgeous on a table, especially with a custom topper or something on the top just to finish it off. Here I have chilled my cake that is already crumb coated, and I'm using a 1M piping tip. Fill your piping bag up with as much buttercream as you can handle. I put too much in this one, so I couldn't do it one-handed for a little bit. The most important thing when you're doing these rosettes is to basically leave a tail. So you can see that I did sort of an E shape. The reason you want to do this little flick tail at the end is so that you can overlap. If you stop your rosette before there, then you're going to have little ends of every single rosette the whole way around, which is not going to look as neat and as pretty, I think, just personal preference, as when they're tucked in underneath. If you are concerned about keeping your rosettes the same size, you can use a cake comb to draw consistent lines all the way around the cake so that it gives you a bit of a guide to follow. As you can see, I freehanded this one. Next up, when you do your second layer, each rosette is going to go between the two rosettes underneath, and again it's going to slightly overlap. This means you're going to get less gaps in between your piped rosettes. These rosettes that I'm doing here are actually quite tall. That was just purely because of the size of the cake. You can actually do some really tight, beautiful, smaller rosettes and work your way up. I just chose to go for a larger, taller rosette for this particular cake. Now I've sped this up. Don't think I've suddenly gone into overdrive. I've sped it up because it's the same process the whole way around. Try to layer your rosettes in between the two rosettes below. And you can see each rosette I am pulling the tail out to the front so that I can layer the next rosette over the top. Same process on top. Doing your rosettes in between the rosettes below as closely as possible, and making sure you are pulling that tail out so you can layer across. I usually, as you can see here, I don't actually stop piping in between each rosette. I just continue that E shape all the way through. And there we have it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Do go and check out my other tutorials. Bye!